Assalamu alaikum, Chicago. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahi alhamd. I stand here before you as we celebrate the end of 62 years of oppression, the end of 62 years of killing, the end of 62 years of torture, the end of 62 years of the Assad regime, and the beginning of a free Syria, inshallah. 13 years ago, I came here to you, to MAS-ICNA. I left Syria after detention and torture. I left Syria after I lost tens of friends and relatives under torture or as they defend their own people. And as I came here without a family, without roots, it was you who opened your hearts and minds for me. It was you who opened your hearts and minds since 2011 for Syria and for Syrians. And for that, I stand here to thank you Muslim Americans for being there for your brothers and sisters in Syria. And as we celebrate in all grounds in Syria, in all squares and in all streets, it is you too who have to celebrate. This is the win not only for Syria, but for all of us, inshallah. It's a win for Palestine. It's a win for Lebanon. It's a win for Jordan. And it's a win for the Ummah, inshallah. I stand here with 3 quick messages to all of us. My first message, this could not have been done without the will and tawfiq of Allah Azza wa Jal. Many come to me and ask me, how did America support this? Did America stand behind this? There is no way it could have been done without America being behind it. And as I believe we are proud Americans. We're part of a proud nation. But if we only believe that something could happen because America is behind it, then we don't really believe in the will of Allah Azza wa Jal. And we don't really believe in the tawfiq of Allah Azza wa Jal. This was a Syrian win. This was made by Syrians for Syrians. But more importantly, it was made by the tawfiq of Allah Azza wa Jal. For over a year, we've all watched the scenes coming from Gaza, from all of Palestine. And as we all were watching, shedding tears, and trying to support from here, it was also the people in Syria who shed everything they have so they can support the people of Gaza. Earlier this year, as Syria's freedom fighters were trying to prepare for this operation, they also started the campaign of Al-Wafa li Gaza. And they raised, while people in Idlib in northwest Syria were living on less than 40 cents a day, they raised $4 million for the people of Gaza. So my message to you, to our people in Palestine, we have never forgotten you, and we will never forget you. And inshallah, it is a free Syria that will one day bring a free and independent Palestine, inshallah. Last but not least, today, as we end the ruling of the Assad regime, we end a very difficult part. But what comes next is a very important and even more difficult. But it is the most enjoyable part of our lives. It is only once in a lifetime that we get to build a nation, to build our own country. And that takes all of us, not only all of us as Syrians, but all of us as Muslims, all of us as Arabs, inshallah, all of us as Americans as well. And inshallah, our sisters and brothers in Syria are hoping to depend on all of us to be there for them, to be there with them in building a new country, to be there with them in building the free, independent Syria, inshallah, so that one day all of us can celebrate the freedom and independence of our region, the freedom and independence of Palestine, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair, Chicago. Jazakumullah khair, all of you, for being here for all of those 14 years. And inshallah, next year, we come here to celebrate more. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.